Most people assume that getting a decent surround sound setup means spending a small fortune or cluttering the living room with massive, ugly plastic boxes. But then you run into something like this 5 system from Saiyin, and it makes you wonder why everything else has to be so complicated. Right out of the box, the first thing that hits you is the look. They went with this classic wood grain finish that feels surprisingly solid. It's not that cheap, hollow-feeling stuff you usually find at this price point. The MDF construction actually gives these cabinets a bit of weight, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to cut down on unwanted vibrations and keep the audio tight. Now look, these are passive speakers. That means they don't have a brain of their own. You'll need to have an AV receiver or an amplifier ready to go, and you'll need to pick up your own speaker wire because there isn't any in the box. It's a bit of a chore to set up, sure, but it's the trade-off for getting a system that doesn't rely on proprietary, low-quality internal amps. Once you get them wired up, the horn tweeter design really starts to show its personality. The highs are crisp, almost aggressive, which is great for dialogue in movies or picking out the finer details in a soundtrack. It pushes the sound out into the room, rather than just letting it sit right in front of the speaker. The center channel is the anchor here, and it handles the heavy lifting for voices, keeping them clear even when the 4 surround speakers are busy with background effects. It's a 235-watt peak power setup, which is plenty of juice for a standard living room or a dedicated media den. What's really clever is the mounting situation. They've included keyhole slots and threaded inserts on the back, so you aren't forced to find shelf space for all 5 units. You can tuck them away on the walls, which keeps the floor clear and makes the whole setup look a lot cleaner. Is it perfect? Well, no. If you're a bass head, you're going to notice the lack of a dedicated subwoofer immediately. These are designed for clarity and surround imaging, not for shaking the floorboards during an action sequence. You'll definitely want to pair this with a sub if you want that full-bodied cinematic rumble. Also, the fact that you have to source your own cables is a minor annoyance, but it does let you choose the length and quality you actually need. For someone looking to build a home theater that looks like it belongs in a classic study rather than a spaceship, this is a really interesting way to go. It's straightforward, it's stylish, and it gets the job done without trying to be something it is. If you've already got an amp gathering dust in the closet, this is a solid way to put it back to work.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.